How's it going, YouTube? Logan here from J5 Studios. Today I am in Corbin, Kentucky to look at some classic Americana roadside. It's shaped a lot of things. Ladies and gentlemen, I am at the Harlan Sanders Cafe and Museum. Famously, this is where KFC started. It is technically not the first KFC because this wasn't ever a KFC. It was Sanders Cafe, but Harlan Sanders, Colonel Sanders, created KFC from this restaurant. So we're gonna go in here, look at this stuff. I think it's the first KFC. Okay, and there it is. And in recent years, I came here a couple years ago, and there's a lot of additions that they've added. The museum, I think, is totally new, and from what I understand, this was actually a cafe. It was like a bed and breakfast as well. I think it was also a gas station, maybe, also, and they've redone a lot of it. But this is the original location, and it is now a KFC. So you can actually see right there. There's your sign. There's some gas pumps up there, which is why I want to say it was a gas station as well. And then there's a real big KFC sign way up there. This is kind of right off the highway. It's not too far off the highway. All right, let's go over here and read some stuff and learn some things. Made our way up to the front here. Looks like there's going to be some reading material here shortly. The spinning fried chicken bucket. And yeah, this is actually showing you a lot of good information here, talking about the cafe and the various things. Sanders was born in 1890 in Henryville, Indiana. Boy liked to cook. So this is kind of what the building used to look like. Still looks very similar. Talking about franchising KFCs, and also, unfortunately, the death of Colonel Sanders right here. I'm not sure where he was buried. I don't think he's buried in Corbin. I think he's buried in Lexington, but I might be wrong. I have to fact check that. But hopefully you guys paused that and read some of that material. I think we're gonna head in. Yeah, let's head in. I can smell the fried chicken from out here. I say we head in. See what the inside looks like. Okay, here's the front of Sanders Cafe. Probably not the original sign, but a very good reproduction. Like I said, it is an active KFC, so you can go in here, order food, do what you need to do. There's your operating hours. Where are you from? Okay.
Is that a camera?
It is a camera. Hey, here we are. Like I said, it's an active KFC as well, so wow, they've done a lot of work to this. So this is all fairly new. This little museum here. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, they didn't have all this last time I was here. Wow, they got a freaking one of his outfits. Look at that. That's freaking crazy.
That would say black tie on the invitation. And I would call just to be sure.
Now it looks like back here.
Say, is this correct? You'd like the colonel to wear black tie. You know, he often wears a white suit.
Not sure if this stuff is reproduction or not.
Invariably, they would
Might
say,
be.
oh no, please have him wear the white suit.
I believe that is,
the white suit.
Maybe it was his wife, maybe not.
It was
Okay, here's
fun
some
to
cool
walk
stuff.
behind the colonel
Belt
and to
buckle,
see
watch.
the reaction of others. And also because
Wow.
he was so unaffected by his own celebrity status, he sat up front with the driver.
Okay, and then here they've like kind of made reproduction of what it could have looked like back in the day. Here is a Colonel Sanders statue. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is new. There's a lot of new stuff. This is, I believe, kind of what it looked like when you ate here back in the day. And that says Norman Rockwell on it. That's crazy. Wow, they've really done a lot in here. Crazy. There's some toys. That's a Pokemon right there. That's also a Pokemon right there. There's some lapels. Wow, look, they've got the freaking Star Wars Episode 1 lapels right there. Wow. There's some buttons. Various different buttons. Look at that Jedi Colonel right there. Episode 1 had a lot of promotions with KFC and Taco Bell. Oh, there's Foghorn Leghorn. This used to be up front, and you could get a picture with it, and they've moved it back here since. Wow, this is cool. They have put a lot of work into this place. There's some more various memorabilia. This looks like a contract of some sort. Some more good history right here. Sanders Court. So that must have been the hotel. This was like a whole thing, man. This is like back in the day when you'd make one stop and get everything done at once, and sometimes even stay the night. Here's a bucket wall. Look at that. And here's some more various buckets. Look, more Dude, they got a lot of the Star Wars stuff. I've got those cups. They are missing the Jar Jar Binks cup. You got a Guitar Hero cup right there. That's pretty cool. All the different various ways that you got your fried chicken right here. Mostly the big buckets. Wow. Dude, they have more Star Wars stuff coming up. I'm getting over there to it. So here's more things. There are some Crocs. Here is this R2-D2 cup. That is freaking cool. And look at this. Here's the whole section of Star Wars stuff from Episode 1. Not just Episode 1, but some of the other stuff. Is this a Frisbee? Flying bucket topper. Wow. Some of the Episode 1 cards right there. That's freaking cool. The buckets back there. Wow. Really cool. Really cool stuff. I got a little advertisement on the screen here. There's Colonel with Mickey Mouse. I don't know where that's at. I don't know if that's at Disney World or what that was. I'd have to do some research to try and figure out what's going on with that. International stuff here. There's Sylvester. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Here's some more KFC. Look at this stuff. Little Colonel stuff there. There's some of those wooden shoes. There's an upside down bucket hat, ironically. There's different artwork. Remember those commercials where they had him like freaking ripped out of his mind? I think that's kind of what that's supposed to be. There was a wrestler that played him, and I cannot remember off the top of my head who it was in those commercials. Man, it's gonna bother me. More Colonels. There's some Funko Pops of the Colonel. Wow. Oh, look, Dolph Ziggler. That's who it was. That's who I was thinking of. These are all the people from the commercials that were dressed up as the Colonel. Look at that. Reba McEntire. I remember that one. I think Dolph did the best job of those commercials just because it was really funny. That's who it was. Oh, look, you can put your face in there. It's kind of hard to do it. I'm not back for enough. Okay, what else we got? What else? What's up, Colonel? Okay, now we've got one of the rooms here. This is the 11 herbs and spices that they use. Here's some packaging. Ooh, it smells good in here. It smells like a spice rack. Vault door. Okay. This patented pressure cooker right there. That's crazy. Look at that. Various different things he would use. I'll have to come back that way. So this is a little model of the site in 1940. So that's what it looked like. So this is essentially where you park now. And this is kind of the building we're in right now. You actually see the Sanders Cafe sign there. That's cool. Model motel room. This is what the motel rooms would have looked like back in the day. It's just like a bed and a bathroom.
I think you had that key, I think.
Yeah, kind of a pretty nice little bedroom there. A little nook here with a old school phone. In case you didn't know, there were no cell phones in 1940. I really hope that you knew that. And this is where I was just a second ago. This is actually the kitchen. Pretty cool. So this is where all the magic happened, right? Here's that room again. Original cafe kitchen. Obviously, probably been redone to make this look right, but still pretty cool. Still pretty neat. Okay, and that is the Sanders Cafe and Museum. Apologize for the traffic noises. Nothing I can do about that. I did want to show this little historical marker here that talks about the birthplace of Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I'm pretty sure the back. Oh, this was the first. So read this first and then read the other side. Okay. So you read that. You probably just paused it. I'm sure you did. And then you read this. And that gives you all the history about it. So we are going to head to one more location here in Corbin, Kentucky real quick. And that is Sanders Park. It's kind of like in memory of Colonel Sanders. There's a statue there, and there may be a few other things. When I came here, like, they had just opened that park up last time I was here. So check out the sign. Look at that. Might be the thumbnail. They had just opened it up, so I wanted to see if they've added anything or what it looks like. I also got some potato wedges and a sweet tea. So we'll go over there now. It's right down the road. See what it's all about. Okay, so it does kind of take some time to find this place. Right next to the Game King, apparently. This is it. So this is Sanders Park. Look at this. It looks like a picnic table. But yeah, this is it. Remember last time it was kind of hard for us to find this. But I found it. Sanders Park on a one-way street downtown Corbin. You can see right there. Sanders Park. And you head in here, and essentially it is a dedication to Mr. Colonel Sanders. You see the crazy statue right there, which might be life-sized. Could be life-sized. Well, they got a lot of these little informational plaques on the side. These things are starting to get a little weathered, unfortunately. One of the benches here with his face on the back. I mean, it's crazy to think that he was the creator of, KFC, and he was also the mascot. And he still is the mascot. Very iconic look. I think everybody knows who freaking Colonel Sanders is that lives in the United States. He is up there with some of the most iconic freaking mascots around. So yeah, this is Sanders Memorial Park. There's the back side of Mr. Sanders, and here is your dedication. Yeah, see that date, August 5th, 2015? I literally think I was here like a week after that, and I haven't been here since. So, Mr. Sanders, pretty cool. It's actually really cool. It's very, very detailed too. Hey, I kind of get sometimes scared when I get real close to the statues. I feel like they're gonna go "Wah!" and scare me. And this is one of them. Got his cane. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. So, this is something like I don't necessarily think you have to come to this park, but it's only like a mile up the road. You might as well come here and see this statue because it is pretty cool. And obviously, no one is here. No one is freaking here. So, I got some potato wedges and I got some sweet tea, which I've drank a lot of the sweet tea already. I'm gonna sit here and just eat them. Eat some freaking French fries and I guess stare at Mr. Sanders. I don't know. Okay guys, that's going to do it here for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing this. If you're ever traveling through Kentucky, maybe like in Smoky Mountains or somewhere like that from up north, you pretty much go right by Corbin. Stop here, check it out, get you some food, get you some gas. There's a gas station right across the street. And look at all the cool historic things. And come say hi to old Mr. Sanders. So, also I found out he's buried in Louisville, Kentucky. I think I said Lexington earlier, it's Louisville. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've ever been here, if you plan on coming here, or whatever. Like, subscribe, all that bull crap. Until next time.